change a game defensively. He had all the praise in the world, saying there are so few players at this level that can make a player fearful of shooting inside. Rudy is one of them. You have to get over the idea of hearing footsteps and be okay with having a shot blocked every now and then. Brian?
Thanks for that, Allie.
You know, Jamal Murray has no problem being the facilitator when he sees open teammates.
Randall with it. Guarded now by Watson. They double Randall, and the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And stolen by Jokic.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Here's DiVincenzo. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Woohoo! Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's Gordon. Pass to Jokic. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Randall, a screen on Hardaway. Edwards to 3. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Gordon outside. Outside Watson. Here's Jokic. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Fader on the way. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Outside Murray. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Yeah, and this is an area over his career where Jamal Murray has really improved that three-point shooting.
Randall against Gordon. Randall inside. Up and over Gordon. Randall can't hit. The Nuggets trail. The deep 3 from Murray. They get it back. Gordon outside. Sinks it from distance.
Well, confidence isn't something that Gordon is lacking. He thinks his shot is there, so he just takes it.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And Minnesota making a change here. Reed's checked in. A moment here to see the numbers for Rudy Gobert.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 11 so far. And prior to last season, the Timberwolves had never won a playoff series in consecutive seasons, Dan.
Yeah, and so now they make the conference finals 2 seasons in a row. The most sustained success this franchise has ever known.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in. And Grant David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Edwards against Hardaway. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, the ball runs through Edwards, and more often than not, he'll make good on it.
Nuggets trail by 3. Now Murray, an important scorer for this team, averaging around 25.5 a game. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good. Murray's got 5.
He's just 2 for 7 from the field, trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Now here's Randall. Yet to see a basket. Reed for three. Rebounded by Denver. Their last meeting was in this building. They were able to come out on top.
Great offensive game plan in that one. They put their guys in positions to succeed, and it really paid off.
And that was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
Outside McDaniels. The putback. Randall. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Murray, no good. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
They were really in control of that game, played well as a team, and really made sure they didn't have to sweat it out at the end.
Well, they were able to execute when they needed to, never let the game get away from them, and close things out. Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways. He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
To the wing, right side. Reed for three. Hardaway grabs the board.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Outside Murray. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Fades and shoots. Rebounded by Denver. Outside Watson. There's 1:47 left in the opening quarter. Valanciunas, good. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
I mean, once Valanciunas gets it inside, we know what happens next. The big man is just doing his thing.
McDaniels, a screen on Gordon. To stop the drought, and it's laid in by Randall. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Back to Murray. Lets the three fly. Some solid defense from Edwards.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him. I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
And a new group getting ready for the Nuggets. Najee, he's checked in for Gordon. Cam Johnson comes in for Watson. Brown's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Pickett in for Jamal Murray. Randall inside, working on Najee. Randall can't hit.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
Valanciunas, and he converts the layup. Valanciunas has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Power play by Valanciunas, just muscling past any inside resistance.
Outside Edwards. Nice D from Valanciunas.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
From deep, Johnson, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And credit Brown, that was a nice find. He's expanded his passing game.
Pass to Edwards. Let's go with a three. Pure from three-point range. Edwards has got 15.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
It's been all about Nikola Jokic for Denver. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the Nuggets here in this one?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Yeah, look, and whether it's a point-blank putback or a kick-out for an open three, offensive rebounds usually generate quality shots.
On the court for Minnesota, Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Ayo Dosunmu. And it's Shannon in at the small forward position. The Timberwolves trail. Stan, you look at Naz Reid, he gives you some size, but he is a dangerous scorer, especially from the perimeter.
Absolutely, D.A. And also, Reid is one of the most entertaining players to watch. So many deflections, blocks, dunks, hits threes. He does it all.
And it's Randall with the jam.
Well, when Randall is playing with that kind of energy, he's tough to keep off the glass.
Pass to Holmes. Randall with a steal. Here's Shannon. Three-pointer. Brown grabs the board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Now here's Johnson. Valanciunas down low. He's covered by Dosunmu. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Jones, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Nuggets trail by 3. Murray passes to Valanciunas. Pass to Murray. To the middle. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Well, this is why you involve Valanciunas in screen and roll, because he's adept at capitalizing on it.
Outside, DiVincenzo. And here's Dosunmu. Outside, DiVincenzo. Reed, a screen on Murray. Pass to Reed from deep. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 1. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
Always a tough atmosphere on the road. They were right in it, but just didn't make enough plays.
Yeah, they had their chances and put up a fight, but it's so hard to win close games on the road.
Dosunmu outside. The 3-ball. Jones grabs the board.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's Johnson. Got a piece of it. Here's Reed. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Clippers. And he makes it on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Superb focus from Reed. He excels at using his strength to push through contact inside.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Here's Shannon, guarded by Brown. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nuggets. And a look now at Minnesota's upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll face off against Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors.
And for that game against Los Angeles, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more even pairing in the league. That one promises to be a really closely fought battle.
Look at who's out there now for Denver. Jokic comes in for Valanciunas. And it's Brown in for Jones. DiVincenzo with it. His last outing, he had 18 points. Pass to Reed. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, the Timberwolves coach Chris Finch said, we're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And here's Randall. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. DiVincenzo finds Randall. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got rebound number 7 tonight.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
A different look for Denver. Gordon, he's checked in for Johnson. Watson comes in for Brown. And Tim Hardaway subbed in for Brown. Hardaway on the wing. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, shooting it really well in that spot. Hardaway Jr. lives from the corner.
Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done. Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
The deep three from Murray. The offensive rebound. And it's Jokic missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. And for Denver, they're shooting only 36% so far in this game. Gordon outside. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
The physicality Gordon plays with jumps out at you. He's got a fearlessness about him.
DiVincenzo against Murray. DiVincenzo, pass to Dosunmu. Reed sets a screen. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Pass to Gordon. Outside Murray. He shoots over DiVincenzo. Murray, no good. The Timberwolves have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Gordon with a steal. Hardaway finds Murray. This one for 3. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Dosunmu outside. Reed a screen on Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. And the basket by Dosunmu.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Murray. Now Gordon. He's got 5. Murray on the move. That one's good for 2. Murray's got 7 points.
It took 6 attempts, but he finally hits a shot.
Now here's Randall. 6 points for him. Outside, DiVincenzo. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Jokic. And with the playoffs around the bend, here are the Western standings. You take a look at the Timberwolves. They're currently in 4th place, a solid spot to be in late in the year. And, of course, the Nuggets, they're tied right now.
Yeah, seeing where the Nuggets are, we'll see if they can up the ante down the stretch. They still have a lot of work to do in order to rise to the top.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Highland against Hardaway. Pass to Watson. Here's Jokic. Back to Watson. There's the triple. And he gets it back. Gordon outside. Denver moving it around. Jokic against Reed. Dropping it at the rim. It's Jokic.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Outside Edwards. Back to Highland. Pass to Edwards. Reed to screen on Johnson. Edwards to 3. Rebounded by Denver.
After nailing 3 trays to start this game, he's gone silent here in the second quarter.
Here's Hardaway. And it goes. As the official calls the foul. Count it. And he'll shoot one more at the line. Stan, when you compare Tim Hardaway Jr.'s game to his dad's. They are quite a bit different.
Well, his dad was more of a floor general and a penetrating guard, while Junior is more of a volume shooter, especially from outside. Remember, B.A., they played in different eras, so it's not all that surprising.
The Nuggets lead by 3. Outside Hardaway. Gordon outside. And there's 1:38 left in the first half of basketball. 6 to shoot. Here's Jokic. Minnesota with a rebound. McDaniels got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Highland. Still no points. Outside McDaniels. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Everyone talks about Jaden McDaniels' defense, and for good reasons, Dan.
Well, B.A., one way to get a lot of playing time is to be the best at something. McDaniels is a total lockdown defender on the wing. He can guard anybody.
And Denver making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in. Here's Highland. Minnesota again missing. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. Here's Hardaway. And he lays it up and in. Hardaway's got 8.
Yeah, smart points by the vet Hardaway, getting into the break.
Highland looking for an opening. Pass to Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. There's the 3. Watson with a rebound.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Now here's Valanciunas. Johnson with it. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Back to Valanciunas. Stolen by Reed. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Nuggets ahead, up by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
He is out hustling everyone on the glass. Even his own guys in some cases.
Controlling the flow of and looking at the players. That's it for us. Thanks for...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. Tim Hardaway is out there with Jamal Murray, and it's Watson in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for David Adelman. And here's Randall. Outside Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Up and over Hardaway. Edwards, no good. And so Jokic will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Jazz at Delta Center in Utah. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just 1 game. Now Jokic. Hardaway from outside. McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got 5 rebounds in the game. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Randall outside. 4 on the clock. And out of bounds, the Nuggets will take it. All right, quickly here, let's look at the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. The Nuggets in second. The fourth spot held by Minnesota.
And both of these teams know how to score, evidenced by how fluid both squads are on offense and how they run their sets.
Jokic passes to Watson. Jokic with a screen on McDaniels. Back to Jokic. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Hey, on many nights, Jokic is a primary playmaker. Tonight, he's been the finisher.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's got 5. Randall outside. And here's Edwards outside. Edwards hits from beyond the arc.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Outside Hardaway. Murray, a screen on DiVincenzo. Hardaway from outside. Rebound Minnesota. Randall's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And there it is for him. And now just a 4-point Denver lead.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Screen by Gordon. Outside Watson. The 3 is up. Minnesota with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Inside. Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Over Jokic. Watson with a rebound. Watson's got 4 rebounds now. They kick it out to Murray. Hardaway from outside. That shot is off.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Outside McDaniels. For 3, Randall. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Murray scanning the floor. Over Edwards. Murray gets it done inside.
Well, when Murray has his attacking game working, it opens up more space for everybody.
Pass to Edwards. The fader. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Effective use of the mid-range there by Edwards. He's a true 3-level scorer.
Edwards against Murray.
I see him.
Pulls it from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 10-2 run here. DiVincenzo driving. So they take the lead. DiVincenzo's got 7 points.
Well, this is what makes DiVincenzo difficult to stop. He can spot up and hit jump shots, but he can also beat you off the dribble.
Pass to Jokic. Over Gobert. And it's Jokic. That time on the assist by Murray. 14 points for Nikola Jokic. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
And here's Edwards. Takes a 3. Counted from distance. Edwards has got 23 points.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Naz Reid checked in for the Timberwolves. Dosunmu comes in for McDaniels. Here's Hardaway. Give him 8. Jokic with a screen on Edwards. Murray for 3. Reid with the rebound. Reid's got his 6th rebound on the night. Minnesota in the lead. DiVincenzo with it. He's got 7. Reed sets a screen. The drive by DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Over Murray. Reed. Here's DiVincenzo. Dosunmu outside. Now here's DiVincenzo. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. 5 on the clock. Gobert with a screen on Murray. And another shot. And Edwards with a nice bucket inside. And now a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
And it's Murray off the drive. Ooh, aggressive take from Murray.
Guards like Murray, they are so good when they're attacking the rim.
Edwards against Hardaway. Edwards can't hit. For Denver, they've gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Jokic with it, picked up by Reed. Yep, that one goes. Jokic has got 6 here in the quarter.
The defense has had no answer for Nikola Jokic. He's getting whatever he wants out there.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Dosunmu for 3. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Hardaway, the pass to Jokic. Back to Hardaway. Here's the 3. He drops it from range. Hardaway's got 11 points.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Outside Edwards. Up and over Hardaway. Edwards can't hit. Denver leading by 3. You know, Stan, basketball isn't the only passion San Jose native Aaron Gordon has.
Yeah, B.A., I heard he's very technology-oriented, which we're not. He's a self-proclaimed computer nerd and loves everything about technology. We could use his help. He's skilled in more fields than just basketball.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball." Back over to you.
Some good perspective. Thank you very much for the report out. And Denver will go for a different look here. Najee, he's checked in for Gordon. Cam Johnson comes in for Watson. Brown's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Brown in for Murray. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Highland's checked in. Reed for 3. Nails it from 3. Reed's got his second basket of the game.
Well, Reed has only become more confident as time has gone on at the arc. He will not hesitate.
Brown passes to Jokic. Back to Brown. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Nuggets.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
They've also been showing a standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Johnson finds Brown. Brown inside. He's covered by Dosunmu. Here's Jokic. And the shot goes in. Jokic has got 8 here in this quarter.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And here's Highland. He's scoreless with the drive. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Johnson passes to Najee. To the right side. Jokic in the post. He's against Gobert. Jokic, good.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
Pass to Dosunmu. Back to Highland. Three-pointer. Drops in the 3. Highland's got 5 now.
In full-on catch-up mode, They're raining threes right now.
Here's Najee. Outside Johnson. Now Jokic. Again, Denver scores.
The defense was certainly a little late in reacting to the step back.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Now Highland. He's got 5. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, you know, Gobert doesn't usually show off much, but that was special.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Jokic against Gobert. Now here's Jokic. 22 points for him. Misses the runner. Here's Highland. Pass to Gobert. And here's Dosunmu. Back to Gobert. Brown with a steal. To the paint. Here's Jokic. In deep. That's easy work for Jokic.
Well, over the course of the night, he's been taking shots he's comfortable with, and it's working.
It's been all about Nikola Jokic for Denver, piling up the numbers that quarter. Already, he's got a double-double and more NBA. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today... from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Rudy Gobert is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Ayo Dosunmu. Then it's Bones Highland. And it's Edwards in at the shooting guard position. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Reid. Now Edwards. Over Murray. Poke loose. Denver is shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. Brown passes to Johnson. They kick it out to Murray. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength there.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Julius Randle's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Anthony Edwards. Reid for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Randle against Johnson. Now here's Randle. Not a lot of room. Johnson against Highland. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Johnson with it. Up top, Valanciunas. Kick out to Brown. Valanciunas sets a screen. Clock at 4. Brown inside. He's covered by Dosunmu. Brown, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Pass to Dosunmu. Randle outside. Can't hit that time. The Nuggets trail. Now here's Brown. Murray with it. Highland covering to win the cold spell. Murray just relentless inside.
Look, we've come to expect this from Murray. He has a knack for hitting tough shots.
Reed sets a screen. Here's Randall. Rejected by Valanciunas. Brown looking around. Johnson passes to Brown. Outside Murray. Launches a three. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 11 rebounds in the game. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. And it's Randall with the jam.
Nothing the defense can do about that. Randall just powers it down.
And so David Adelman calls for the timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Jokic is checked in for Valanciunas. And then for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert is checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for DeSumo. And it's Edwards in for DiVincenzo. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what the Nuggets coach was going over with his team. He thinks they're still very much in this game, saying it's right there, but it's on us to take care of it. We have to make it happen, hoping to inspire his team here.
Thank you for that, Allie. Randall, the pass to McDaniels. From downtown, hits a three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And when McDaniels is hitting this, look out, because it opens up everything else for him offensively.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, put so much pressure on the defense.
Brown against Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Brown. Here's Edwards. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Nikola Jokic, the #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Stellar defense. Gobert will have him thinking twice about bringing it inside again.
Pass to Highland. The 3 is up. Jokic grabs the board.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Down low. Kick out to Brown. Offline with a 3. The Timberwolves have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Outside Edwards. Shoots over Brown. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. The drive by Brown. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. Edwards against Brown. Randall, a screen on Brown. Outside Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Stan, a recent development in Anthony Edwards' game is 3-point shooting.
Yeah, Brian, he led the league in threes attempted last year and shot it at a good percentage, too. He's such a good driver. Taking lots of threes will open things up for him.
Look at who's out there now for Denver. Gordon, he's checked in for Johnson. Watson comes in for Brown. And Hardaway is subbed in for Brown. Jokic gets the bucket.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. for Minnesota. Reed comes in for Randall, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Highland. Murray against DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. Here's DiVincenzo. Reed sets a screen. DiVincenzo, the pass to Reed. He shoots. Minnesota again missing.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Pass to Jokic. Over Gobert. And it's Jokic missing. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
And the athleticism Edwards possesses is incredible. So good at drawing contact on the drive.
Good on the second one. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. You know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that ball.
Yeah, that one's good.
Well, when Murray is passing the ball to his teammates, they are at their best.
Minnesota in the lead. And here's Edwards. Back to Daniels. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. The 3, DiVincenzo. And the three-pointer goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Pass to Jokic. Fires from the wing. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. DiVincenzo against Murray. Now McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Over Hardaway. Edwards can't hit.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
Gordon with a screen on Edwards. Jams it home!
Really a grizzled veteran at this point. Gordon's a guy who's been in these spots.
Minnesota has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Now here's McDaniels. Outside DiVincenzo. The free is in!
Wow, that was a big make from DiVincenzo.
Outside Murray. Here's Jokic. And that's in!
Well, when you need a bucket, run the offense through Jokic.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 1-point game. Nifty move! Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on Nikola Jokic.
Well, it's so difficult to outsmart Edwards as a defender. He'll just come right into you.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Here's Jokic. It's blocked by Gobert.
Well, just outstanding positioning and timing by Gobert. He tries to block as many shots as he can.
Outside Reed. Fires the three. The putback. Now Gobert. Tipped. Gordon with a steal. Jokic. Cash!
Sometimes you just have to admire the greatness of Jokic. No doubt when it matters most.
Reed, the screen on Hardaway. Edwards. Oh, Edwards powers it home.
Well, if it's a big spot, Edwards wants the ball, wants the attention. You need that in a league.
Now Jokic. Here's Edwards. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Now McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. There's the drive. Gobert. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
Well, when you need a bucket, you can go to Gobert. A high percentage scorer who doesn't waste his attempt.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Trailing by 5. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Buries it!
Well, it doesn't matter what pressure you put on him. Jokic always remains steady on offense.
And an intentional foul right there.
And a smart choice right there. You can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out.
With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. And he's unable to get the second one. Now a timeout called by Denver. 19 seconds left to play in the fourth. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
An uphill battle for them. Everything has to go perfectly.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul. Well, that's the way Murray can create chances. That's why you want him with the ball in clutch situations.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, that's outstanding execution in a big spot. He showed a lot of poise at the line right there.
For 3. Oh, he cannot hit. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is always under some added pressure. But they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K.